Alright, so those that know me know I'm a massive fanboy of Quadlock gear, but I think I found a product of Quadlock's that I'm not entirely happy with. Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Matt, welcome to Roads of Oz, and on this episode we'll be installing Quadlock's USB charger onto the Griso. Alright, so we're just going to open it up and have a quick look at what the contents are. What I like about this one, it's quite simple. It comes with the USB-A outlet, 1.5 meters of cable. So we're going to mount it there somewhere and then feed it down into the bike and then directly onto the battery. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is take this side cover off and also the seat. Alright, so put them somewhere safe. And now she comes. Take this lock and the vibration damper off. And from memory, it's in there, that one goes down there. The vibration damper has to stay on because has to stay on there just the way it's set up. So that's going to go on like such. It's going to go on there. Might turn that 90 degrees so it's easier to get to the USB port. Yeah, like that. I don't really like it up like that. It's going to have the cable sitting up higher than I'd like, but we'll make it work. We'll just sit it like that. Yeah, you can normally just rough the cable in where you think it's going to go. So normally there's some cabling there. So normally just follow that. Just run it in loosely. See if you can, where practical, have it follow the all the other cables. That's not always possible. My advice is we're just roughing it in at the moment. So the brakes have been pumped, and the reason is this connection to the battery. See the problem? No inline fuse. So potentially this whole wiring is unprotected. Something goes wrong, it will just keep running and running till it actually does some damage, or worse still, catches fire. So I'm going to go to JCar and buy an inline fuse for it. So we'll have to wait until tomorrow. Alright, so crisis averted. So what I did, I found an old inline fuse, cut the cable, joined it, wrapped it up in tape, used an insulated crimp, then wrapped it up in tape. Ideally I would have preferred to use heat shrink, but don't have any on me, so this will have to do. Tape's fine, I'll give it another layer of tape around it. That should be fine. Really not happy. And they can argue the fact that you should wire it up to a fuse, then why is there battery terminals like this on it? It should have an inline fuse. Anyway, I might fire Quadlock off an email and question why that's the case. So I did reach out to Quadlock and emailed my concerns about why the USB charger doesn't have an inline fuse closer to the battery, and here's their response. Thank you for reaching out. The Moto USB charger has an inbuilt self-healing polyfuse and surge protection, so it doesn't need an inline fuse. It also has polarity protection, which prevents damage to the charger if wired up incorrectly. Rest assured this will be safe to plug into your battery. Hope this helped. Please let me know if there's anything else we can do for you. Thank you for your support. Cheers, Carlo D, Quadlock Support. After receiving that email, I did email them back saying I'm still concerned about the wiring from the battery to the USB that's not protected, and should that get damaged and create a short, there is nothing to protect the battery or the wiring from further damage. At the time of making this video, I only just sent it out about 30 minutes beforehand, so if I do get a reply, I'll add it as a pinned comment on this video. Alright, so the next part is just hooking it up to the battery. I gave it opportunity to wipe, clean everything up, get rid of any excess dust. Cable neatly down there. It drops down into here. It needs to be tied up a bit of there. We'll tie that and we'll put another tie there. And just run it along very neatly. Didn't tie it too tight to this hose here. It's some sort of breather hose, I can imagine. Excuse me, so you don't want to be tightening it too much. Tied it off to here, then it goes through a gap here and connects here. Now there's not much length on the cable, so we're going to keep that as short as possible. Alright, so moment of truth. Plug it in. And it's charging. Alright, excellent. So that all works. Naturally I need to get a much shorter lead, much shorter phone charger lead, which you can pick up from anywhere, so that's no drama. Now, one of the problems I see here is I doubt whether there's any sort of voltage monitoring device like there is on the Oxford heated hand grips. So be very careful charging things here. It's wired direct from the battery, so that's something you've got to be aware of. Alright, so there you have it. I've installed it. Would I get it again? Probably not. There are much better USB outlets around. I'd prefer one with a built-in fuse, possibly a battery monitor, and also an isolation switch on the unit, much like the cheap $12.95 one I had on the bike previously. But if you are going to get it because you do love Quadlock brands and they do make some good stuff, my advice would be, instead of wiring it directly to the battery, take it to an auto electrician, have them wire it up to a fuse and the ground to a ground, and that way you can plug it in and know that all the wiring will be safe. Anyway, that's pretty much it from me. Thank you very much for watching. If you found the video interesting, please hit the like, share, and also, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next vid.